Good morning. So this reading is for Tuesday, July 15th. And what I'm going to do is just pull a little bit about our past, our present, and our future. So let's see, past energy here. Current energy. And future energy. So looking here, bottom of the deck, I'm getting the Five of Swords. I'm not surprised. So the Five of Swords, it's resolving some sort of conflict. What I'm picking up in this reading more than anything else is healing. There's a lot of healing energy coming out of these cards. And so the Five of Swords would be more healing. Whether this is an internal conflict or you in conflict with another person, I am getting the sense of there's a mending of the bridges or there's some sort of healing here that's taking place. It feels like it's starting within you, though. More than anything else, it feels like you're healing something within yourself, to go after what you want. And so when I look at the past energy here, what I'm getting is the Five of Wands. So this is obstacles and challenges. I'm getting Page of Cups energy. You have a couple of pages out here. The Page of Cups feels like, okay, these obstacles and challenges are coming up. What really is going on here? What does this matter? What does it mean for me? And what exactly am I going to do with this information? Because whatever obstacles and challenges are being presented, you are processing everything through an emotional lens here with that Page of Cups and identifying, okay, well, is this really a block to what I want? Is it something that I need to work through? Because if it is, I'm going to channel this Hermit energy, that Virgo, and really reflect on it. Identify what is causing those blocks and barriers. How do I overcome them, work through them, or just completely move around them? And so there's a lot of healing energy that also comes out of that internal reflection, but it was all through the lens of this Page of Cups, this kind of young, youthful energy. It's almost, even if this was a situation that was around for a long period of time, this is a fresh look at the situation. That's how the energy is coming through. It's almost like if you kept trying to work through obstacles and challenges and kept hitting some sort of brick wall, finally you said, you know what if I just take a completely different point of view? What if I just look at things from a completely different perspective here and now try to look at things and understand, okay, well, what is really taking place? It's all showing up in the past energy. So it feels like that kind of new start, new beginning, but it was a new approach to your healing. Showing up in the current, I do have the Three of Wands. It's a card of patience. I have the Page of Swords, which is a very inquisitive energy. And then I have the Four of Swords here with the Magician. And so the Four of Swords is more healing. It's taking that step back, a break, whatever it is that you need in order to focus on what really matters and do the inner work, heal internally with that Hermit energy. The Magician is all about manifesting goals and dreams. And it feels like that's what you're trying to do. You're working on yourself so you can go after what you want. That's what's really giving you that new lens to look at with those obstacles and challenges. And even this kind of pause energy that I'm getting with the Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. It's not that you're sitting around waiting. The Page of Swords says that you're really looking into things. You're trying to really work through mentally what all of this is. You're getting curious. You're asking yourself all of the details. Okay, well, what is actually happening here? What is it that I need to be focused on? And then here with the healing energy, it's as you learn all of these details around maybe the causes of these obstacles and challenges, or if these are things that you even need to work through, it's giving you this opportunity to really work through it with the goal of, okay, this is going to open me up to really go after what I want. It feels like a lot of inspiration and motivation at the same time. But I do like the Magician energy showing up here as well, because the Magician indicates you have all the tools necessary to make this work. Whatever it is that you're trying to work through and heal from, you absolutely are capable of doing it. It's just a matter of just doing it, putting in the work. And so when I look at the current energy here, I'm getting the King of Wands, which is you taking some sort of action based on all of the healing that you're doing. Knight of Cups to go after exactly what you want. I'm getting the Ace of Cups, and here's that new beginning energy. And so it feels like what you're doing is almost kind of coming out of a cocoon here in the future and saying, you know what, I'm ready. I'm going to put myself back out there in whatever way this makes sense for you and go after something here that I really want. Create a new beginning because you're creating it. With that King of Wands energy, this is something that you're creating. It's not something that's just happening to you. So let's get some additional detail here. Page of Cups. So with the Five of Wands, I'm getting the High Priestess. The Five of Wands, High Priestess, this is you working through all of your internal obstacles and challenges. The High Priestess, it's an intuitive energy, but also very secretive, keeping things to yourself, doing all of that internal work. And so any kind of blocks that you experienced, it was like, okay, well, what is it that's kind of happening here? What lens should I be using to look at all of these obstacles and challenges? And right away, I'm getting the Ace of Cups clarifying the Page of Cups. That same Ace of Cups that you're aiming towards is now the lens that you're looking at. When you focus it from an emotional perspective and you really started looking at things like, okay, well, is that really blocking my happiness? If it is, I need to take care of it. If it's not, then do I even need to worry about it at all? Is this something that I can just let go of and move on from? And it feels like that's where, because I'm getting a lot of priorities and a lot of balancing energy, but it feels like that's the lens that you started looking at. And here with the Hermit, I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles. And so a lot of that internal reflection was to create your own stability. It was to focus on grounding yourself in your own energy, nurturing yourself, really wanting whatever the future holds for you. You're trying to come at it from a very grounded, stable place, one with a solid foundation, so that when you do go after exactly what you want here in the future energy, you're not going to be caught off guard. It's not going to feel like something is pulled out from underneath you. You're not going to be 4 steps in and feel like the rug has been pulled out from underneath you. You're going to be 4 steps in, and if an obstacle or challenge arises, you're going to know exactly what you need to do in order to navigate it. That's the difference here. There's nothing impulsive about the action here that's being taken. It's all coming from a very grounded, a very healed place. It's because of the work that you're doing. Page of Swords. With the Three of Wands, I am getting the Eight of Wands. And so it's that slow down energy so that things can move faster. And I know that's a really interesting message coming through, but that's exactly what's happening. When you started looking at things differently and you started really taking that critical eye to the entire situation, it's that Page of Swords that I'm also focused on. When you started looking at things differently, getting curious, working through it all, that's when things speed up. That's when the Eight of Wands comes in and says, okay, we can put an end to this pause. The delays here that you might have experienced were because of the approach that you were taking, your historical approach. The more recent approach has you speeding things up. So this indicates here that you're jumping timelines, that there's something that the actions that you're taking are putting you on a different path. And so things are going to speed up here pretty quickly. It's like all of a sudden you're going to get forward movement. And so that's kind of what I'm getting here with that Page of Swords, Two of Wands. The Page of Swords, again, getting curious, inquisitive, getting into the details of it. What you're doing is identifying a real opportunity, real potential in a situation, and it's using it from this more healed perspective. So I love that because this is creating the opportunity for things to move forward at a very fast pace. And then clarifying the Four of Swords with the Magician energy, I am getting the King of Cups. The King of Cups feels like graduation. It feels a lot like the rewards of all of the internal work that you've been doing. There's a lot of personal growth and maturity coming through with that King of Cups, a lot of emotional intelligence. It's kind of learning to navigate things going forward in a way that's more productive for you. It's not about doing all this work and not getting anything in return. It's, okay, well, what really should I be doing? What's going to get me through it the quickest, the most efficient, and probably like the least damaging way? It feels like that's what you've been doing. You've been kind of emotionally growing through it. And this does indicate that when things get turbulent, because that's just life, things get turbulent, that you're not going to kind of overreact or have these kind of whole body, visceral reactions to everything. There's a lot of steadiness that's coming through in this King of Cups. So as you navigate obstacles and challenges going forward, you're going to recognize, you know what, not everything requires my attention, and that's fine. It just doesn't require my attention. I can just move on from it. Nine of Cups. So with the King of Wands showing up here, I'm getting the Three of Cups. This indicates all the actions that you're taking. You're very centered and grounded around your happiness. That's exactly what you want. You're not interested in just kind of existing or just getting by. It really is about capturing some sort of happiness, going after what you want. That's why you've been doing all of this. It's why you've been focused on your goals and dreams and doing the healing work so that you can move forward. And here, I love this. With the Knight of Cups, I am getting the King of Swords. Now, we have 3 of the 4 kings out here. The only king that's missing is the King of Pentacles, but I do have the Queen of Pentacles out here. And so what I'm getting is a lot of internal integration here, a lot of stepping up, stepping into your own power, recognizing all of the lessons and taking them to heart. It's not about, okay, I've learned that lesson. I can just let it go and move on with my life. It's no, I'm going to incorporate that going forward. And so that's what this King of Swords is all about. There's a lot of just intellectual growth and understanding. It's the information that you're receiving. It's the intelligence that you're using to process everything, and just what exactly you need to do in order to go after exactly what you want. Because with the King of Swords, there's also this emotional disconnect. For all the emotional growth that you went through, there's pieces of it that you just don't need to carry with you anymore, like pieces of the past or any of those damaging emotions, anything that would hold you back. The King of Swords says, we're going to let it go. We're just focused on going after what we want. We're not interested in the past pain or whatever triggered this growth. And with the Ace of Cups, I'm getting the Ace of Swords. I love this. So Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, a lot of clarity going forward, going after exactly what you want, maybe even setting healthy boundaries for yourself. And so when it comes to any kind of turbulence or any obstacles or challenges that may come to the surface, because I'm drawn to that Five of Swords, you've done so much internal conflict resolution. You've really worked to put yourself in this more balanced place that you're not going to let yourself get taken off course. You're setting these healthy boundaries. If it's not going to work, move on. If it's something that aligns with what you want, embrace it, work through it. That's what it feels like you're doing here. So this is the reading for Tuesday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.